Still alive.
I was about to be impatient.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It's that time again, our viewers, 2 o'clock on Sunday. This is the time we show up and we have come.
Mhm.
We are continuing with our book, Becoming Supernatural, and my co-presenters have read it. They are becoming. They're
Uh-huh.
becoming supernatural themselves. Eh? So
I
they are,
love
they
that.
are eating this book and bringing this value as it comes straight
Uh-huh.
from the oven. I don't want to waste time for them today because they are full of nuggets. My name is
Mhm.
Beatrice Anquare, streaming from live from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in the medical field and proud of all, a proud digital business owner.
Mhm.
Miss Foluke, you've been gone. You're back. Huh? Remind our viewers your name. They
Oh
forgot.
my goodness. I need to actually remind them. Thank you. It's been a while. Like
Yes.
I said at the back end, life has been lifing and some things need to be put under control. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
I miss you ladies and our viewers. I missed everybody. I've been away for quite too long a time, right? My name is still my name is still Remain Foluke Adebayo, originally from Nigeria, currently living and I'm streaming live from Manitoba, Canada. Mom of three, a wife, an accountant by education, currently working as a certification officer. And on the side, I'm running this digital business to supplement my household earnings. So that's it for me, and I give it back to our hosts.
Miss Juliet, you're up next.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, our viewers, wherever you're watching us from. My name is Juliet. I'm originally from Nigeria. I'm married. I have my beautiful family here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am a caregiver and also a successful mompreneur. Thank you, guys. I can't talk too much today.
Mm.
Thank you. Yeah, whatever is happening. Huh? You with few words.
Yes, even you are not even ready
I think she's preserving the energy for her.
to give for the nuggets.
Yeah, no problem, no worries. Joyce, you up next.
Yeah.
Yes. As Foluka said, our names don't change. We are the same people here every day, and a major reason as to why we are here. So my name is still Joyce, and I'm streaming live from Atlanta, Georgia today. And here I also work in automotive industry and a proud digital business owner. That's why we are here every day to encourage you to share our experience in this business and to inspire some of you. So we invite you to be with us till the end, as our host says. The last thing we say is the important one. So stay put. Stay tuned to the end. So, with that being said, I give it back to you, our wonderful host.
Till the end. You'll be surprised. Today's message is even more. All right.
Wow, more wow, huh?
Yes. So, viewers, we're still in this book, Becoming Supernatural. We're on chapter 8. And our questions today are coming from a subtopic called Mind Movies. Yesterday, Friday one was a good one. We talked about the 3 minds in one brain. That was a good. Today we're talking about the mind movies, the motion picture of your future. So, without wasting this eh, people's time because they are ready to spill their nuggets, Miss Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. So, chapter 8 is about mentally rehearsing the future before it arrives.
Yes.
Seeing your success so clearly that your brain begins to move in that direction. There is no if, no buts. It knows what it wants and it can see it. For entrepreneurs just like us, this is not a wishful thinking.
Yes.
It is intentional
Intentional.
vision. When leaders repeatedly picture the impact they want to create, their decisions begin to align with that picture. And that's what helps them to get there. Even the Bible says, without a vision, forget. So we
My
need this
God.
vision. Talking of this vision, your question is going to be on that line of vision. What mind movie do you hold on to, or did you hold on to in your early stages of your digital business? Answer that one first before I
Anything else?
The one that you are holding on to the first few days of your business. Go ahead.
Only that or the whole question? Because I see there is also an influence, the risks. Yeah.
I need you to do that part first.
Oh, just those. Okay. And by the way, thank you. This is a very beautiful question. A wonderful one for the business owners, and everyone need to ask themselves. It is, for me, I might tweak it a little bit, like change the real question. For if you are really serious with the business, the real question would be, what future did you rehearse so often in your mind that your body began to believe it was already real? That is the real question you need to ask. So with that one is real. You can remember easily, like, what did you rehearse? And so just to talk about that, whatever you just asked me, and I've also tried to look at, ever since I came to the business, I've also tried to see it in others, either the new ones that are coming or the ones that have been with me. Are they also maybe kind of going the same direction I was before you think about yourself? Like, what are you doing there? So, what mind movies were playing? Many entrepreneurs consciously or unconsciously, including me, replay walking across a stage to receive recognition. Huh? That's what I was thinking. Like, when I see our coach there, being asked of her taking her picture to the main office, I remember to have said, I'll be the next one. I didn't see the rest. I just saw myself after her. It was me. That's what I was rehearsing. Like, I want to be seen there also. My name to be at the leaderboard. Another thing I was rehearsing was speaking confidently to a room full of people. In fact, that is why I even started training, practicing here, talking confidently on the screen, such that I can see these coming to manifest. Another thing I was rehearsing was seeing consistent income deposits. All those checks, receiving, opening. I was rehearsing that one. Another thing was being financially stable and calm. That one was also there. Like, when will I find myself? And then the bad thing I was saying, like, and then quit. It's like I'm running away from my current job that helped me to be here. The last thing I was, second last was experiencing time freedom. Yeah, that's when will I start now going around the world talking to people anytime I want? And lastly, helping others transform. When will I start talking to my other friends such that they also see themselves that they need to come up here? The air here is fresh. There is less, there is no congestion up here. So the key is we are were your mind movies rooted in scarcity or survival? That is what someone needs to ask yourself. Or in abundance and contribution. Where can you say? Because the quality of the vision determines the level of courage you access. So, with that being said, that I give it back to you, our wonderful host.
Wow, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Time freedom, finance freedom, all that. We all were visioning that.
Mm-hmm.
So here comes the second part of it. How did that vision influence the risks you were willing to take?
Mm-hmm. So now, after that, after I asked myself, after rehearsing that one, so the vision, the vision that I was, I don't know whether I'll answer your question the way you wanted. But let me say this: how my vision shapes the risk tolerance, and everyone else. Your brain begins wiring for it once you start thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then another thing that happens is your body starts feeling it. So it starts getting used to it. Another thing, the fear loses some of its grip. Lastly, uncertainty feels less threatening. So, if your mind movies were strong and emotionally charged, you likely invested before you felt ready, or you spoke up before you felt qualified, or you took visible action even when it felt uncomfortable. And maybe lastly, you might have stayed consistent when results were slow. So why? Because your future identity felt more real than your current fear. But if your mind movie was vague or mixed with doubt, you are probably played small, said I cannot, this is too big, this is too a lot of stuff I cannot be able to do. Maybe you delayed decisions, like let me take time to see what I can decide on, or you waited for proof. Yeah, like others, I see them saying like, I'll tell you later, I'll come later, and they go for good. Or you avoided visibility. So on the book, according to Joe Dispenza, he says, if you were to create a new mind movie now, he says, what does the elevated version of you see? That's what he wants you to ask yourself. How does like if it was me, how do I move? How does how do I decide things? How do I handle setbacks? I will be asking myself that. So when you are emotionally rehearse that daily risk stops feeling like danger and starts feeling like alignment if you do that. So I think that is what I can say with that, because I want to make it maybe shorter, and I give it back to you, my wonderful host.
Mhm. I
Mhm.
like the way you've huh, put your
Mhm.
points one by one by one by one. Our viewers, I hope you have your pen and paper. Huh? You have to ask yourself these questions that she's talking about. And if you have answers to them,
You are done. You're good to go.
2026 is for you.
Is yours.
It's yours. Huh?
Mhm.
All right. On the same subtopic, Miss Juliet, we're going to talk about identity. Your question is on identity. How did you train your mind to see yourself as a successful entrepreneur before you saw the results?
Thank you for that question. For how I train myself, my identity before becoming entrepreneur. Before, before, if I don't see results, I will be feeling like uh, I'm not doing it right. But since I started this digital business, I know that I have to be patient. Not everything that will come the way I want it. So my identity now is matching what I'm learning. Like, we have this book club. We are trying to do everything in our own way, but with the book club now, there is the way we do things. You have to do things in a certain way for you to succeed. So if you don't do it in a certain way, you are not going to get it right. Like, we have a training center. You have to go there and do the things they tell you to do. If they tell you to go the right way, then you are going the left way. It's not going to work. So now, how I does things as an entrepreneur is what I do. I respond to my results slowly, not rushing. I don't quit because of I don't have results. What I do is to adjust and learn more. Then, even before the money came, I have to practice, show up consistently. I also invest more in my learning, like the way we are doing this now, because we are learning, we are investing in our learning. Then we are treating our time seriously. We don't just use our time anyhow, because everybody has the same 24 hours. If you think Foluka is doing her own things and she's getting results, she has 28 hours. That's a lie. She has 24 hours that you too have. So you have to act discipline. You have to do your things in discipline. If you don't do it and you don't do it consistently, you will not have that result. So if you want to have results, you have to do things in a successful way, in a certain way for you to succeed, so that you'll be successful in your entrepreneur business. Like, you detach yourself from all those temporary results, because we have the shiny object that came, and all our friends are jumping into it. They are calling us, let's go there. We told them no, we'll stay here. We know this one is good. We know it takes time, but we'll get results at the time that our result will come. Everybody has their own pace. You cannot say because of coach is making it and your own time has not come, you are going to quit. No, there's no quitting in this business. We stay here. As Nigerian people, we talk, we die here. As we used to speak our this thing, we say we die here. We are here and we are here. We remain here, because we know sometimes sales doesn't come easy like that. Sometimes it's slow. So what you do is to engage slowly too. Tell yourself that I can do this if other people can do it. Then sometimes the result delays, delay is not denial. So you have to be patient. Sometimes your identity may be unstable, it's not stable. Don't let that make you feel that your result is not coming. Your result will come. So if you tie your identity to your daily result, you will only quit as soon as you see you don't have that result. But if you don't tie it to it, you will remain there, and at the end when you start winning, you will say, thank God I did not quit last month. Like we used to say, like the KFC man, he tested those recipe for 99 times. I wish when he was in 98, he said, I'm tired, I'm not going to do it anymore. I just leave it. We will not be eating it now, but everybody is enjoying it because the man stayed. He was patient, he was consistent, he was doing it and say, I will get it right and I will get it right. At the end, the result is, what are we saying? Now everybody is eating it. If you want to eat it, it's costly, but you have to eat it. But because the man has already used those recipes and nobody can make the same recipe that he's making. No way. McDonald's cannot do it. And what they call it, Burger King cannot do it. They have their own recipe. So for me, I would say I saw myself as a solution, not a beginner. I focused on and I helped someone to step one time at a time behind me, because we are doing it, we are not doing it for ourselves, we are doing it for our group, we are doing it for our community. So now I'm building a business that will give me generational legacy, not only for myself, for my children's children. So I choose to grow. I choose to have that courage. And I also choose to be smart in my working. That is why I'm doing this. So in all, if my income does not change and my identity does, it's a big thing for me, because now I can go out there and speak. I'm not afraid, I'm not ashamed. I can tell my story anywhere, and that is what I want. And that is my identity. So I give it back to my wonderful host. Thank you.
Hmm. I like it. I like it. I like it. Your viewers, you hear, they are just full of nuggets. I told you she didn't have much earlier because she was saving that energy for now. I like the way you said that. Your identity grows with repeated behaviors, and you just say there's a Niger saying that says you die here, and you carry your business on your head. Eh? That delay is not denial. And you looked at your solutions and not your beginnings. You saw yourself creating generational wealth for your children. And each one of us has choices right now, including you, our viewers. 2026, we said, is yours if you just listen to these nuggets. Get your pen, get your paper, get all these nuggets. They will help you. Thank you so much, Ms. Juliet. We are moving on down to something called resilience. And this still our topic about mind movies. Resilience. Ms. Foluke. Your question is,
Okay.
when reality did not match the future you imagined, what practices helped you stay emotionally committed to your long-term vision?
Wow. Thank you for the question. What a wonderful question. Resilience. When reality didn't match the vision. That is, the time where somebody can easily give up. Because, truth be told, nobody wants hardship in life. But at the same time, when we start something new, and there will always be that initial stage where things will not look like how it's been envisioned. And that is a very dangerous state, if I can put it that way. There are seasons when the number didn't match the picture in your head. Like, it's not looking like the pictorial image that you have for that business or for anything that somebody is doing. And the gap can be dangerous, like I've mentioned, because if that situation, that moment is not properly managed, somebody can get discouraged. It is at that moment you even know whether you would proceed or you will give up. And if not properly managed, so many people give up at that situation. But me personally, what helped me, like I said earlier, that everybody have that stage. Everybody, we all in this business, we all have that stage, that initial stage. No matter how we see people doing so big, claiming those milestones, earning those big monies, they all have that initial stage in their business in one way or the other. But what helped me is, I took the perspective, I always remind myself when I'm in that moment that I'm not getting results the way I should. Or I look right, I look left, I look at the people that we almost start at the same time, how far they've gone, and I'm like, what is going on? I usually remind myself again the reason why I started. Because everything in life boils down to why. If your why is strong enough, it would keep you to stay consistent, regardless of whether result is coming yet or is not coming. There could be down moments where you might like not be 100% up, but no matter what, no matter how you swerve, no matter how you get, derailed somehow, not concentrating, you would always come back because your why is strong enough to keep you on check. So my why is always one thing that is helping me to come back to track. Another thing I do is daily discipline. There are some things that whether I see results on it or in my business yet or not, I'm just disciplined to do that daily. Part of it is showing up, creating content, creating awareness on my page, showing up consistently, even when it felt quiet, even when it seems result is not coming yet. Because those are things, those daily discipline, those consistency is what will keep the vision alive. That even when result is not as expected yet, but there's still a better ending. And that will keep the momentum and keep me going. So, and another thing I usually do is, reframing. I try to reframe the way I do things, like I said, and I think I learned that from coach. Quite some number of time I've had conversation with it. He usually like corrects me such that you don't say it like this. It's like your faith, is right to use the word faith now. I try to reconstruct my words because word is powerful and there's power in the tongue. So instead of saying it's not working, I try to be positive, even in such a situation where it seems things are kind of low. And, that has helped me to keep a positive mindset. And,
Just interrupting the old self quickly.
hello?
I was telling you that is interrupting the old self quickly.
Exactly, yeah. So another thing is emotional regulation, because we are all human beings. If things are not playing out the way they should, emotion can set in. All those limiting beliefs, all those negative thoughts can start cropping up in your mind, in your words. And I try as much as possible to balance my emotion, to not allow things that, the way things are to get into me and I become negative, I become giving up. And, generally, I try to be in control of my emotion. I learn not to make permanent decision based on temporary emotions because, like I said before, that at that point, so many people would give up because things are not working. They quickly jump into conclusion. And that is a very, very dangerous state. A lot of people that have quitted in one way or the other is because they are not patient enough. They jump to conclusion just by allowing their emotion to take control of the situation that they are dealing with. Resilience is not a blind optimism. It's staying emotionally loyal to long-term vision, even when the short-term feels slow. Like I mentioned before, even when things feel slow, I still try to be in control of my emotion, keep my why in front of me, and stay consistent and stay disciplined in spite of it all. So with that, I give it back to you, our host.
Ah, huh? This your hibernation. You still came back with all these powerful nuggets. Hmm. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. You said growth is not linear. There is ups and downs, and that's just life. Hmm? And you remind yourself of your why. That keeps you motivated. You continue disciplining yourself and continuing to work even when you don't feel like it. Knowing that delay is not denial. Knowing that words have power, so you have to choose words that are positive towards you, and then you remain resilient, remaining loyal to you and your why and your business. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't even know what I'm adding. You said everything. Coach, we see you. Tell us your
Present.
name and where you're streaming from.
My name's Dismas Ndiga. I am streaming from Ohio, in Ohio State.
Short as that.
That's what she asked. Tell us your name and where you're streaming from. That's what the question was.
That's
Okay.
it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We are continuing with this book called Becoming Supernatural.
Yes.
And our subtopic today was about mind movies.
Nice.
Mind movies. So your question is going to be under execution.
Execution. Okay. Execution is the worship.
So how do you balance visualization with disciplined actions so your mind movies become a lived experience rather than just motivation? Do I need to read it
That's
again?
wonderful. Wonderful. You've explained exactly, in your question, you're explaining exactly why faith without action is dead.
Yes.
You see, so a seed by itself, it has all the visualization in itself. It has all the end within itself. And the seed, if it's not planted in the environment called soil, then the seed remains a seed. So your vision, as you visualize it, you become one with the thing and you become a seed. As you put action to it, now the seed gets planted into your own consciousness. Where the first planting, when you plant it first, the first thing is, I'm going to explain it in a way that I want everybody to understand it in its simplicity and understand the book. And if you haven't read the book, you'll also understand why everything has to come out of your own consciousness. And the seed comes from the superconscious, which is the God voice in you. And then your conscious mind has to become one with the superconscious. And that becomes a seed that is fertilized. And then your actions move the seed that is fertilized from just being a seed into the soil of consciousness. Out of your consciousness are all your issues. Everything grows out of your own consciousness. So at that point, it moves into your subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is the soil that produces results. The only way it can enter into the subconscious mind, I will tell you processes, how it goes from being just a thought and all the way until it becomes a fruit, what you're calling results. So it starts as a thought. When that thought has momentum, it pushes it to do action. When action becomes mature, or you have done so much actions, it becomes your habit. And your habits, collectively, they become your character. And your character is what sends you into your destiny. So it's so important to understand, Before anything enters into your subconscious mind, it has to enter to that state where you call habit. When it becomes habit, anything that becomes habitual, it becomes one with you. Your subconscious mind is like power that is waiting just to have a seed, and it produces a thing. Just like the soil too. The soil just produces you put a seed in the soil, it will start germinating. So you have to understand, even you, number one, you have to conceive the thing and decide you're going to be involved with it. From that involvement perspective, you have to commit yourself to not only just be involved with it and just fantasize about it, but now it takes commitment that I'm going to plant and do some actions that are congruent. Even though I don't see nothing, my commitment is going to stay on it because I know this is a living thing and it's going through a process. That process has two things. Number one, it's a process that is changing me to become a person who can possess the thing I'm asking for. And also, it is working with the soil of the conscious mind to become something that I'm going to hold in my own mind. That's why people like Napoleon Hill also tell you this. If you conceive a thing in your own mind and allow your mind to believe it and go out there and work with actions that are congruent to that you have conceived in your own mind, you'll hold it in your own hand. So the whole process is to understand, not only are you going after what you're going to get out of the thing that you're asking for, you're also going through the process of becoming a different being that can possess the thing that you're asking for. So both are working at the same time, and that's why you need both the mental side, the spiritual side, and the physical side. These three become one. Mental side, spiritual side are the ones you're starting to make the seed. When you put physical side to it, now you're birthing that was in the spirit, finished product. Now you're bringing it into the physical world. So there's no shortcut to this. You're either becoming a person who can produce it, or you're trying to be delusional about yourself that you want results where you have not planted. Just because you have fantasized about it doesn't mean you have planted it. So that's why it's important to understand, yes, I need to visualize it. I need to have mental pictures. I need to receive it as a mental action. And if I actually have received it, it will order my steps because I'm in the right standing with it. If I'm only delusional, then there will be no steps done. And I'll act like I'm just praying and waiting for manna to fall from heaven. And yet the Bible tells you clearly, faith without action is dead. So that's how I'll answer your question, and I hope I've made it clear. And I give it back to you, our wonderful hosts.
Were you trying to add something, Joyce?
No, yeah, he has explained everything that I like when where he said like planting a seed, and on the book he says Joe Dispenza says a mind movie should answer what now like in summary, the mind movie should answer one question: who am I becoming? So not what am I getting? That's whenever we want to introduce people to the business, they're like, how long will it take for me to start earning? Have you planted have you done like just plant the seed? The seed knows what to do. Once you plant it, do whatever it takes for you, like what you are supposed to do. Leave alone the seed. Yeah. So when visualization is done properly, you rehearse elevated emotions, you condition your nervous system, you install a new self-image. But if you visualize and then return to old habits, the body believes the habits, not the movie. So once you do what you are supposed to do, be sure you are going to get what you want. So the real goal of visualization is change how you show up today. It is either today or You better stop. Just like the video, the yesterday video was telling us, like if you know that you are going to stop, like to fear and go back, don't start. If you know that you are still fearing, stay until you feel like yeah, we were being warned like that. But I like the way he has answered. He has answered everything. Thank you so much. I give it back to you.
Yes, yes, yes. I like that. Faith without actions is dead. And also dreaming without execution. You're just frustrating yourself, you know?
Yes.
So, bottom line, your vision, the one Joyce talked about, means nothing without identity. And then Juliet talked about identity, which identity means nothing without action. And then Coach talked about action. When you clearly see your future, become the person capable of sustaining it and show up consistently. Ms. Faluke talked about consistency. When you do all these things together, success stops being a possibility and start becoming your reality. So success needs all these things that you talked about. It needs vision, it needs identity, it needs Foluke talked about what? Being resilient. And then Coach talked about executing it. All those things have to be put in place for you to see success. But most of the time, you find that we have a vision, maybe some identity, but we're not resilient. We don't stay in that action long enough to see results.
We go back to digging it out.
Dig it out to see, did it grow? What is going on?
And then when you return, you don't know, it starts again there. And it is taking more time than you wanted. You think it is the one delaying. It is you delaying it by digging it out.
All right. So thank you so much, Ms. Foluke. You've been gone for so long. I don't even know if you know what we say after we finish.
She can't forget that. That is
So I'm put you on the
the mind.
spot.
That's the visual, the whatever the topic for today. The mind movie. We learn fast.
Yes, nice. So tell our viewers why we come, so you also keep coming. Come on.
Oh my God! See how Beatrice is putting me on the spot.
Yeah, I love you now.
I love that. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Our viewers, thank you for always coming. And whenever you see us appear here, we are here to present something good, something that can transform your life, something that has transformed the life of so many people in our business community. You know, while I was talking the other time, I mentioned that a lot of people in our business community, where they started from is not where they are today. That is to tell you that the best thing is just to take that step. The fear may be there, the skepticism may be there, but until you take that step, you won't know what is in need for you. And if you don't discover what it is in need for you, you will not know how beneficial it's going to be for you. So like we always say on this platform, we are extending the invitation to you again that connect with whoever you are watching our live session on your screen. Connect either by going to our website to put in your name and your email so you can have access to the same information session that we watch before we get started, because it will explain things to you in detail. And when you do that, you have any question, you can feel free to now connect with us through our contact numbers. We are here to help you. We are here to hold your hand. We are here to guide you through the baby steps. You don't need to be afraid of not being tech savvy or don't have a business background. We all here are not so 100% tech savvy or with so many business background before we get started. But because we plug into a system that is designed for beginners, that is designed for anybody to come in, leverage it, and become successful. And that is why we are all here. And we are here to equally hold your hand to go through the same process seamlessly. So connect with us today so that we can get you started on your own journey. And remember that if you don't set the vision, we've been talking so much about vision. You know, it's just a pictorial image of what you want for yourself in the nearest future. So think about it in your mind today. If you don't do anything differently today, what will your next 1 year be? If you don't take that step, if you don't come out of your fear and skepticism, what will your next 5 years be? Will there be any difference? Will you still continue to rely on one paycheck, one source of income? You know, we were once there, but it's not so palatable there. And the fact that you are even doing it, you are being exhausted, you are not enjoying that time flexibility. So think of what the next 1 year will be, and let that be your motivation to think of doing something for yourself, for your family, and for your future. So with that, I give it back to you, our host.
It's ingrained in her. She has become, and nobody can take it away from her, whether she's here or not. Our viewers, you have heard. The taste of the pudding is in the eating. So come, join us. Let us help you. Let us help you understand that skepticism that she's talking about will help you remove them, so you can join. But you have to make up that mind, to make up that decision. Be mad, make a decision, and come, join us. We will lead you. Even you clicking that website and putting in your information and coming in, that by itself doesn't lock you in that now you can't go. You come in, you see about the business. If you feel like it's not for you, you leave it. But then if it's for you, you join us. So take that leap of faith, and we welcome you. We are glad, that you are here listening to us every day, and you will not be disappointed. All right. With that being said, we have come to the end of our session today. So from the Atlanta studio, we say bye-bye.
Bye, and thank you for being with us.
Till tomorrow, 10 o'clock.